You're on.
Hello and good evening. And it is Wellness Wednesday. The three of us are back at it again. We are super excited. We are wrapping up our health and wellness challenge that we've been participating in that ends next week, just in time for the holidays. And I know a lot of people are like, woohoo, the challenge is over. And so now we get to eat whatever we want. And I would caution people to not really do that because you've worked hard for where you're at. So if you've been dieting and exercising since the first of the year, why would you want to let it all blow out in November and December? And I know that used to be my path, and I'm sure it was other people's past as well. So we are here to give you hope and to assist you in maybe coming up with some strategies to help you throughout the holiday season. So we're calling this a few minutes that we're going to spend with you pre-prepping for the holidays. So I am Melissa Wittenborn, and I am in Savannah, Georgia. And we have Steve Klein from Boston, Massachusetts, and Michelle Meldy from Toronto, Canada. So Steve, I'm going to let you kick this off because I think this is an important discussion for us to have. So take it away, Steve.
Yeah, thanks for having me on the call, as always. And this is always great information, and learning to plan is great. And since I learned how to cook after COVID, thanks to Melissa with my kasori, I've learned how to plan better because I never really did. So this will be my third Thanksgiving dinner making it in that. So I just bought my turkey already and froze it. So it's ready and it's prepping. And also want to make sure that we have it and we're ready. And of course, I already got my cranberries yesterday as well. They're in the freezer because I'm going to make my keto, which Melissa taught me the recipe, sugar-free cranberry sauce with the oranges in it, and some, I think some vanilla, I forget. I know I boiled the cranberries with my third year doing it, and it comes out good. And I make it all nice and mushy. I know some people like it chunky, but I don't. And then I have the rest of that. So I can, if I feel like it, I can use that for my keto turkey stuff in sandwiches and make them all yummy with the keto bread. And or if I want to fake make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, I'll take the cranberry sauce and the keto bread and I'll take almond butter and mix those together. And I'm like, oh my God, this is like awesome. So some of the things I'm doing to prep and just think things through, and also to change things up so I'm not bored with the turkey or whatever else I'm going to have, and keep it fun. I know that I will probably be making some desserts, and I haven't jumped on that yet. I know I played around with like the creme brulee last year, and I might do that again, or I might take Melissa's recipe that she did, oh gosh, with the pumpkin, whatever it was. And I gotta look some things over on the dessert side of things, so I don't think about cheating, so I can keep the, all the ingredients and just prep stuff.
So it sounds like you do a lot of pre-planning so that you're focused on healthy options for yourself, but allowing yourself the gluttony part of it and maybe overeating more than what you would normally do. Is that right?
Well, I never did any pre-planning on cooking because I never cooked until I met you, Melissa. But yes, so I learned that from you really well. That was not something I did ever. I never even cooked a turkey in my life till 3 years ago. But now I have my kasori, which Melissa sold me, and I feel like I feel like it's like my sister's. What do you call that when we were a kid? That oven that you light bright oven or whatever it was. I feel like I'm cooking all these things. And it's amazing.
Easy bake oven.
Oh, that was it.
Yeah. So Steve's talking about the kasori toaster oven, air fryer, rotisserie oven. that you can buy on Amazon. I didn't sell it to them, so please don't reach out to me because I
Indirectly.
don't sell them. I just sell people on them. I've shared that with a lot of people because it's minimal cleanup, and especially if there's just two people like there is for Steve and for Bill and I. So, you know, you need the big oven when you're doing the big time stuff. So Michelle, I know that you are a serious planner before the holidays and that you plan things and that you're getting better at kind of honoring yourself through the holidays because back in the day we used to have what, like 12, 15 of us at the house for Thanksgiving. Yeah, I miss that. I miss that time. That was a lot of fun and it took a lot of planning and we always got sick. Talk about that, Michelle. Why did we always get sick?
We're all drinking out of each other's cups and coming from school. And I will have 7 guests that will be staying with us. So I get to be the cook, which I love to do. But then I'm also able to have those healthy options for me and anyone else who wants to partake. We usually do a brunch and then a dinner later in the day. So it's nice to be able to be the cook because I can try new recipes or change things out. And I'm not even just watching my sugars, but I'm really looking, Melissa's taught me to look at the ingredients. So I'm not putting crap in any of us, right? Like watching for all those chemicals and things I can't pronounce. Like I don't need to be eating that. And Steve, I love to make that cranberry orange relish. It's been in our family for a while. Melissa also has another recipe that I will be making, which isn't so keto friendly, her broccoli cheese rice. But I have 7 people coming, driving from another country to come visit for that recipe. Because
Well,
I'll take a
last
scoop,
year
but
we made it with cauliflower rice, and I have to tell
nice.
you, we didn't really miss the rice. I haven't decided if I'm going to make it this year or not, probably, because I may have some other people joining me that will be expecting that because that was a
Right.
staple.
It was. And so I just make them in smaller portions so that the leftovers I want, there'll be a lot of, but then there's always a keto or just a lower sugar, better ingredient option, which no one in my family is appreciating, but they will someday. They'll appreciate that I'm feeding them well. I think it's just a time of year to honor ourselves with our sleep and our supplements and our sugars. This is a time when everyone goes wild and it's no wonder that our immunity gets down. So it's a time to still be taking your prebiotics, your probiotics, and all your supplements, getting all that sleep that you need, and really watching your sugars so you're not having inflammation.
I know for myself, I definitely pre-plan, pre-prep, pre-bake, because I know that I'll have the munchie just because it's Thanksgiving. So I think I have to, you know, constantly be eating. So I have a lot of things that I pre-prep and pre-shop and have in the house so that if I do the grab, it's a little bit more keto friendly. It's probably more of a dirty keto diet on Thanksgiving and Christmas, but you know, I do honor myself on that. One of the things that I really fall apart doing, especially when I have people that I love in my house, like my sister, is maybe stay up too late and not sleep long enough because then, you know, I'll stay up late having fun. And then I'm like, oh my God, I got to feed all these people. I got to get up in the morning. So I try to do a little preparation of that too, so I can sleep in or, you know, Bill's always up early. So, you know, I can sleep in and tell him, okay, this is what my plan was. And then, you know, he's all over it. So it's just a lot of fun to get together with family. But I know that, you know, Thanksgiving break comes and then the kids go back to school and then they're all sick and then they share it with each other. And my sister and I can tell you about many a Christmas time where we were all hovering over toilets and hurling because all of our kids were sick. We all got together, we were sick. So the way to avoid getting sick though, and I haven't been sick in recent years, is because I do hold true to my ginger, turmeric, and muscadine. The Galaxy drink, which I swear by that, I think that's an immune popper. I was at a vendor event this weekend and shared it, and a lot of people were very intrigued by it. It's got some unbelievable scientific research on it. And so I won't miss any of that. Even if I was traveling, I would travel with it. It's that big of a deal to me. And then also making sure that I get some sort of exercise, even if it's just walking around the block or just kind of getting some fresh air and just kind of being true to myself and honoring myself. I'm becoming better at making myself a priority instead of everybody else. So that's something that has been years of training on my part. So there's also bakeries that will do keto friendly baked items. The bakery that I ordered some stuff from, she asked me if I wanted monk fruit or erythritol, and I told her I didn't really care, whatever was most convenient for her to prepare it. So if you're on a keto diet, or I know some people are on gluten-free or whatever kind of diet, you can do your homework and research. And there's so many things on the internet that are so easy to make on your own. So, so that's always worthwhile. I've had diabetics at my house, and so I really try to control the amount of carbs that people are eating, because I want people to be comfortable in my home and not have a sugar surge or anything like that. So closing thoughts, Steve.
No, all good stuff that you mentioned. And yes, extra ginger and turmeric. I was saying that tonight too. I've been trying to keep on the habit of following my own advice about how important that is, especially if you do cheat, which does happen sometime. Boy, can you feel it when you're really following keto. But the ginger, the turmeric, and the muscadine oil helps your digestive on such a high level, especially our high impact that we take. And if we don't take it, it's like night and day. And drinking the right water, especially in the winter. I forgot to talk about that too. I know I posted something about a video I saw about your urine, on the color of it, as what it talks about your health. And I thought that was interesting. But, we have our alkaline water, and boy, does that help your digestion as well. And we just want to flush all the bad things out, right? Stay
Exactly.
hydrated.
Exactly. I know a lot of people like to go to ski resorts, because ski resorts open on Thanksgiving weekend. And if you've never been skiing before and you go into altitude, you will want to hyperhydrate. I train the kids from a very young age to look at the color of their pee. And if it was too bright yellow, they needed to hydrate more, because if you're a sea level person and you travel to the mountains over the holidays, you will get altitude sickness. My daughter and I both had it. You'll have it one time and you'll never make that mistake again. Also, if you're going from sea level to altitude, you want to gradually work into your coffees and your alcoholic beverages, because you do dehydrate more quickly. And then the reverse is also true. If you're going to a very tropical place and it's very hot and you're not used to that, you want to hyperhydrate. Also watch the alcohol and the coffee intake, and make sure that you're hydrating with water rapidly, because you can dehydrate in both types of climates. Michelle, final thoughts.
I say just be true to yourself. We've worked so hard in trying to get healthier. So, maybe have one spoonful of one of your favorite dishes, but then it's moderation, right? Have one spoonful, and you don't have to do it perfectly. I'm not going to have 100% keto day on Thanksgiving, but you can bet the day after I'm going to be upping my hydration and my supplements, peeing out that fat I just put in. But yeah, it's just about prepping and being prepared. Most of the recipes that I've tried are pretty easy switches out from your regular recipes, and Google is your friend. You can just search any kind of option. I did find a keto bakery near me. We found it 2 weeks ago.
Very nice.
It's just, you can be traveling. I traveled all last week. I went up 1 pound and then down 2 pounds since I was home. So I was really proud of myself, and I did it really deprive myself. I allowed that taste of the key lime pie, but I didn't eat 3 pieces of the key lime pie, right? I didn't eat the whole pie.
Right. Right.
I had some alcoholic drinks, but then I followed it up with maybe a low keto day.
Right.
And again,
Right.
when you can participate in the cooking, you have a lot to say. So we were able to make some real keto friendly meals and
Correct.
have some really nice low carb, low sugar days in between our little splurges that we had. But I mean, it was fantastic with our refit patches. I couldn't believe it. Normally when I travel, I'm up 6 or 8 pounds always. So to be up only 1 pound, I couldn't believe it. I was just like, wow, I had a lot of fun, and I allowed myself my bites here and there, or
Great.
just one meal that was totally off. And like you said, you don't feel great. So then I didn't want to do it again. I was back at it,
Right.
but I had all my supplements, and I was with relatives that were not feeling great and have been sick. So far we have stayed healthy, even with all of our travels and flights and sick relatives in the same quarters.
That's
Putting good
awesome.
food in your body, it's like magic, right? It's like
Right.
medicine.
Well, sugar feeds illnesses, period.
Right.
So carbs are sugar, sugar is sugar, sucralose is sugar. There's 60 different types of sugars that you can
Right.
find to ingest, and sugar does feed disease. So you don't want to feed disease. For
Right.
myself, I'm finding that as I get older, even a couple of no thank you bites, I call them, of something super sweet, it triggers inflammation in my body. And I'm in so much pain and so miserable trying to process it out that
Right.
it doesn't even appeal to me anymore. And somebody had told me years ago that I would get to that point. And I guess, trying to honor the keto diet for the last 4 or 5 years, I really am honoring that more, because it's just not worth the feeling crummy kind
Right.
of feeling, even if I take major ginger and turmeric. So it's one of those things that I look forward to. I've also found that I don't process wine as well as I used to. It's higher in carbs, higher in sugar. I know there's a company called Dry Farm Wine,
Mhm.
and they have a little bit kinder wines that I do pretty well with, but normal wines like what you buy in Costco and stuff, I don't do as well with that anymore. So it just could be a consequence of aging, because as we age, all the systems start to kind of slow down a little bit. I find that I'm really okay if I drink like whiskey. I know a lot of people like vodka. I don't like vodka or gin or anything like that. And then just when I've been out to eat, I've had them put fresh lime juice in it. And even though that's got a little bit of carbs in it, it processes through my system better. So there's all sorts of pointers that we're happy to help people with if they're nervous about the holidays coming up and really falling off the track. I have lost close to 40 pounds over the last 4 years. It's been slow and steady, and I think I may have lost another 6 in recent weeks. So I'm not wanting to backpedal. I'm not wanting to give up how great I feel and how much better my joints feel with the arthritis and everything. So that's pretty much it. Anybody think of anything else to add?
Yes, I thought you never ask.
I could
So I
see
just
him
want to,
eaggerly wanting to say
no,
something
I want to
else.
say this for all of us and everybody listening. So we have this amazing wellness challenge that's ending next week. And even though we're ending it and the holidays are happening, it's part of the reason why we're doing this call, just to keep us and everybody else on track. But we want you to keep this in mind. If you know Melissa, you know me, you know Michelle, reach out to us, because with your New Year's resolutions coming, okay, 2 things. We are going to be forming teams for the next challenge in January. We want to know if you want to be on a team. It's free to join, okay? And we love the challenge because what it does, it makes us all accountable to each other. And not just that, we bring new blood into it. We get questions for things. Oh, I never thought about that. And we all need help. So we don't, sometimes there's people that do these weight loss things and they call themselves, and we do have by the way, we do have coaches that are real coaches that own a gym, and they're awesome. But a lot of these other challenges or companies and stuff like that, nothing wrong with them, but they're all coaches. Well, we call ourselves captains, but we only know so much, right? We're not like doctors. We're not like trained owning a 24-hour fitness like our great coaches are. Okay. But so we have two coaches in that respect. But what we do, because we're all human, is we like to form these teams to keep us each accountable. We all learn from each other. So whether it's wellness, whether it's strengthening, whether it's doing keto, not keto, whether it's, whatever it is, it's all included. There's workouts, there's all kinds of things we share. And it really makes us all better when we're in a group doing that. And it's virtual. So we're doing it online on Facebook. We're messaging each other. It's all private. Okay, a private group of 5 people plus a captain. So I say, contact us now. Okay, before New Year's starts or your New Year's resolutions, because we don't want you to be not well through the holidays. You can still have fun and enjoy it, but we want to make sure that you understand that, because we're here to help, and it helps all of us. And health is all you got. So let's stay healthy.
I think the difference in this challenge in comparison to other challenges that I've participated in is the wealth of health and wellness information, just general information like how sugars impact you, how hormones impact you, how you can sleep to balance hormones, how you can eat to balance hormone, how you can exercise to balance hormone. You don't need to have the gym membership and live in the gym in order to get results. So for me, that's been pivotal. I started out sitting on a couch, unable to walk much without a lot of excessive pain. And now I'm walking anywhere from 1 to 2.5 miles a day, depending on weather and all that good stuff. So it really is all about challenging yourself. The name of our challenge we're coming out of is Fall About You. And I like that because it really is all about you challenging yourself. And the holidays will challenge all of us. And so we just like to give people some tools to equip themselves as they move through. Michelle, final thoughts?
Give yourself grace. If you have one bad meal, give yourself grace and get back at it. You're not going to feel great if you're off. I don't really like to call it a diet. I think all 3 of us and what you all have been teaching me, it's a lifestyle change. You're really watching the ingredients going into your body, the ingredients your body likes that are natural, and the ingredients that cause inflammation, not just sugars, but oils and preservatives and food colorings and all the things that we're getting educated about that are good for us and not so good for us. So be true to yourself, and you can still enjoy it. You can still, it's not taking all the fun out of it. You can do all the things you need to do to take care of yourself and to be true to yourself this holiday, and start off January with us in a new challenge. And it can be for core health. It can be for weight loss, whatever you want it to be. Maybe you just want to get stronger and feel stronger by the end of your challenge. You're going to get amazing education and amazing support in a community of people that really want you. They're cheering for you. They want you to be healthy.
So Steve, I'm going to let you close this call out with your one car quote. It's my favorite.
Well, we all know you are what you eat. If you had one automobile in your life, okay, you put the most expensive gas in it. I know gas prices are high right now, but you have one body. So that's why I said the analogy is funny. But you have one body, and that's your life, right? So put the best nutrition in it, because you are what you eat, and we have it with what we support each other with, not just the information, but the best stuff we put in, like our high impact ginger, turmeric, muscadine, and all that. It is a must to have that. And I know I'm adding on a couple more words here. Remember, it's like you're driving the automobile. Okay, since you talked about car, and you drive over a bunch of nails. If you don't pull the nails out of the tire, you're gonna get a flat tire and patch it up. That's your gut, your digestion. And that's what's happened, as you guys have listened to some of our past calls, to all of us based upon how our food is. I can tell you more about that another time, but trust me, you know, you got to take care of that, and nobody has like we do. So let's get it in you and get you guys healthy.
Have a great night. Have a healthy Thanksgiving and feel free to reach out to us. Bye, everybody. Stay
Bye.
blessed.
Happy Turkey Day. Bye-bye.